Welcome to another Classic Car Club drive-thru. Today we have the 2015 Corvette Z06, a car we're really excited about. And Corvettes are really the root of my interest in cars. My dad was a Corvette guy, sold his C2 Corvette to buy a big station wagon and move all the kids around. And then took us to car shows our whole lives, lusting after the cars that we couldn't have while we drove around in the station wagon. So when we first heard about the Z06, we said, yeah, we got to have it. And when we saw the price, we said, we got to get our order in for one of those quick. So we put in an order really early. Got, I think, one of the first cars in the Northeast. So real quick, what makes the Z06 what it is and so special? Obviously more power. It's got a supercharged 6.2 liter V8. That makes 650 horsepower and 650 foot-pounds of torque. Absolutely insane numbers. I don't know what we're ever going to do with that much power, but wider track, bigger brakes, kind of everything that makes contact with the road is upgraded, so you have more grip to handle that power. Lots of aero. The body is wider, and every panel is tweaked to give you some real serious aero. Even things like the front grille, they designed that and figured aerodynamically, the way the passages are shaped, you actually get more air to the radiator with the grille in place than with nothing in place. So it's more efficient than letting free air blow over it. And all the little flaps and stuff that may look like go fast, looks only accessories, they're all directing air into places you need it to go to keep the car cool and planted to the ground. So yeah, the chassis is a big improvement as well. It's much stiffer than the old one. I think it's like 60% stiffer than the previous Z06, but don't quote me on that. But whatever it is, it's stiff enough that for the first time ever, they've been able to make it so you can remove the target top, and it's still stiffer than the previous chassis. So hardly lose any performance at all, and you get top-down driving. Which, well, I'm not a top-down guy. I have to admit it's nice to have the roof off on a sunny day and you can get out and enjoy it. All right, so let's take a closer look inside and see what it takes to drive this thing. So the e-brake, it's electronic e-brake. There's a little switch in the center console here. You pull up to set it and you'll see park illuminated in the dash. And with your foot on the brake, you push down to release it. That's all pretty straightforward. All right, so starting the car, it's keyless entry. Just pull up, hop in, clutch in, put your foot on the brake and hit the start button. We'll let it settle down for a second so you can hear. One thing you use quite a bit is a different driving mode. So this dial here is your mode select for different driving modes. There's 5 modes. I would really play between tour and sport. And basically tour is going to quiet things down, takes out some of the drone on the highway. Suspension is softer, throttle response is softer, so it's an easier car to drive. Sports brings it into being a little bit more spirited, so exhaust crack open earlier, throttle response is quicker, suspension is a little stiffer, traction is a little freer, but it's still going to have enough driver aids to keep you in good shape. Mirror adjuster is here. All this is for the heads-up display, which is pretty cool. You can have a lot of different information in the heads-up display. So you can move it up and down and change the brightness and change what information is displayed on there. Steering wheel, you have all your normal stuff on here, but there's one control that's important to know for driving is the rev match. But all these paddles is a toggle to turn the rev match feature on and off. So either one, you pull on it, turns it on or off. And you'll see the gear shift display in the dash turn yellow. When it's yellow, and you go to downshift, as soon as you put the clutch in and start heading towards the gear, it will automatically rev the motor to the precise RPM to catch that gear perfectly. So it's a pretty cool thing. It saves you having to do the heel toe and grab the gas, and it does work really, really well. So it's a nice way to save yourself from one step and downshifts. There's a pretty trick feature here. If you push this button, the screen drops down so you can hide whatever you need to hide in there. I'll leave that up to you. Yeah, there's a center console. You've got a power auxiliary if you need to plug in anything else, charge your phone, and there's a couple USB ports and auxiliary port. So if satellite channels and everything else don't keep you entertained, you can plug your phone in and play whatever you want. So now that I've had some more seat time behind this car and really got to know the nature of it, there are a few things to add about driving it. One, just remember, it is super, super powerful. 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. the torque comes on really low, so that power and torque is pretty much available anytime you step on the gas. And while it has really sophisticated traction control and a great chassis and adaptive suspension, all this, huge tires, everything you can imagine to throw at, giving you lots and lots of grip and a kind of sure footing in the road, if you do anything abrupt with the throttle, you're still going to be able to overwhelm that. Just really want to be conscious of being smooth. Don't flick the throttle, even if it's a quarter to half throttle, you'll put the back end out, even with full traction on. On the other end of it, when you do respect that, and you really get comfortable with the car, it is amazing how well it handles, how much it grips, how fast it is. The acceleration from highway speed to a little bit beyond highway speed is just as quick as 0 to 60. It's relentless how quick this car is. And it's really balanced and smooth and comfortable, and you can really enjoy driving it. So don't be scared of it, but show it loads and loads and loads of respect, because it deserves it. It's really a powerful machine and a lot of fun to drive if you show the respect it deserves.